still a developing country.
It was 1955, just 7 years after independence. My grandfather was born. At that time, they called India as a developing country, which is understandable because India just come out of the British rule, which is over 200 years, and was just building its economy. Later in 1982, my father was born. By that time, it has been 35 years since our independence. I thought things might have changed, but nope, it remained the same. India was still considered as a developing country. And now, in 2006, I was born. Guess what? India is still a developing country. And even in 2022, India is called a developing country. Even after 75 years of the independence, India is considered as a developing country. Let me tell you another story. On 6th August 1945, just 2 years before our independence, Japan was bombed with one of the most destructive bombings in the history of mankind. Hiroshima and Nagasaki were completely destroyed, and Japan was like a graveyard. But fast forward 50 years, by 1995, Japan was considered as a developed country. So what's wrong with India? Is it the politics are pulling back, or it is religious beliefs, or is it a caste system? Let's find out in this video. As I said earlier, British came, ruled and looted India for more than 200 years. When they left India in 1947, they left nothing behind. India had to start from scratch. These are the points said again and again to justify the question that why India is still a developing country. But this had happened 75 years ago, which is quite a long time to cover up the gap between developing to developed country. One of the biggest things that's pulling India back from becoming a developed country is its caste system. Well, caste-based reservations is a very sensitive issue in India, and which is only taken up at the elections time to fetch votes. This is one of the reasons why our nation is not moving forward at a pace on which it should become a developed country by now. The caste-based reservations were kept to pull out the backward people out of the poverty, which is good, but the family should be only one quota. Just one quota should be given to a family. This means once a person in a family has used that quota, then no one else can use it. So once they are out of the poverty, they can help the rest of the family out of it. Not only this, even our mindset plays an important role in this case. Not only in India, but the whole South Asian countries are in the same way. This is funny reason, but it is also true to some extent. How many countries are developed in South Asia, do you think? The answer is 0. And there are the social evils like corruption, which plays a massive role in pulling India back. Almost every sector in India is affected by corruption, especially backward. Indian economy is showing positive signs, but the corruption is playing a negative role. Infrastructure, real estate, metal and mining. Due to corruption, foreign investors shows lack of interest doing business in India. Scams are unearthed every now and then in our country. For economic development, India must put efforts on education, health and industrial sector. Many researchers have found the relation between education and development. Theodore Schultz has found out the productivity of illiterate farmers is way more than the productivity of illiterate farmers in developing countries. Former President APJ Abdul Kalam has said it rightly that the country is more important than any religion or any caste of any individual. Young and creative leaders can change India into a developed nation. India will perform when its people will perform.